Michelle from Vault Property Management here. Just wanted to answer one question that does get asked a lot when onboarding with new clients is how you can prepare your property for rent. Now, there are several factors that you do need to consider before basically having somebody move in if you're renting out your house or if you're renting out your investment property. A property that is properly presented will not only attract a potential higher weekly rent for you, it will attract the right tenant, and it will actually make the process from start to finish so much simpler. There are things that an owner would be happy to live with, knowing that it would get fixed in time, that a renter wouldn't or shouldn't have to deal with. And then there's some alterations that will make your property absolutely stand out amongst the crowd. If it's broke, fix it. From the letterbox to the back fence and everything in between. Carry out the repairs that you've been maybe putting off for some time to ensure that it's in tip-top condition. Even if it's a new purchase for an investment property, run through the building and pest inspection just to make sure that basically any little minor repairs are done prior to getting a tenant into your property. This also does apply just to those little jobs that you may have just grown used to living with. Mouldy bathroom grout, a leaking tap, broken tiles, a chip in the paint. All of these little repairs could, in turn get larger problems for you in the future. So please ensure that these are carried out. The next thing we need to think about is inclusions. So I'm talking about dishwashers, or if there's a certain type of washing machine that only fits into that little space. Gas heaters, need to have a think about these. Ensure that they're in good working order. If they're not, then either think about replacing it or actually removing it from the tenancy. But little things like a dishwasher can definitely add value to your investment property. The next big thing is cleanliness. Now, you do want to start your tenancy off on the right foot and have that benchmark set high. So we do recommend a thorough clean. And what I do mean by a thorough clean is a spring clean. It's everything. It's carpets. Get those cleaned. Get your blinds and curtains cleaned, your window tracks, your windows, your fly screens, your garage. Give your garbage bins a hose out prior to your new tenancy, because you want to start that off on the right foot. Because if you do, then basically when it is rented out and you do have that detailed ingoing condition report, it does need to be set back to, given back to a high standard. Sorry, I did get a little distracted there. I am sitting outside enjoying this beautiful sunshine today to get myself out of the house during lockdown, and the dogs were just chasing a bird. It did put me off a little, so I apologise for that. The next key thing is presentation. So if you actually have a property that is presented well, you're going to attract the right kind of tenant, okay? Now, this is really important as well. Don't get the property stylists in, but please just ensure, that it is looking good for any marketing photos that we carry out for you, and that it's clean and tidy. Last but not least is the outside. Does the letterbox need repair? Are your gutters clean? Make sure that your garden and lawns are really just well maintained. Mow the lawn, get in the garden, do the pruning, do the edges, and just make sure you start that tenancy off on the right foot. That's what we can't express enough, to be honest with you. Just starting that tenancy off just makes it easy for property managers like ourselves at the end of the tenancy to push back if we need to get the tenants back in to clean up a little bit more, to bring it back up to scratch of when they first started their tenancy. I'd like to just say thanks for listening today. I hope everybody is staying safe and well. And if you do have any further questions, please feel free to give the office a call on 1300 193 290. Have a great weekend, everyone.